The other day, a client of mine said to me, I just need to take some action, but I need clarity. I know I have been procrastinating. I just want to have fun. And all I could think was, what is stopping you? I just said to her, you don't need more clarity. You just need movement. And that's actually what this whole movement that she has is all about. A movement is something that can only be created in movement. There is no way to get clarity standing by the sideline. And it doesn't have to be a huge strategy. It's just continuously showing up, doing what you love, doing exactly what she wants to do. And also, telling yourself in general, like, I need more clarity is a form of lack, is a form of making yourself small, is a form of not really trusting yourself in the process. It creates doubt, stagnation, actually, It doesn't move you when you continuously say, oh, I need clarity. It's the wrong question to ask, because when you truly are in movement, you let that lead you. Like, it comes from the heart. And instead of looking at, oh, I don't know, or there's no clarity, or I cannot see the bigger picture, or I cannot see what to do next, you're constantly standing still. And you make that doubt grow. Like, for example, what I'm doing, I'm showing up every day on YouTube. I'm creating every day. I don't say, oh, I don't have clarity what to do today. No, I ask, what wants to be expressed? I'm constantly in movement. I'm constantly sharing wisdoms. I'm constantly seeing things that wants to be expressed. Because I'm asking the right questions, I'm asking questions that open up possibilities, that opens up inspiration instead of, I have no clarity. Can you see the difference? And don't get me wrong, there's a nuance here. Like, sometimes it's good to stand still. I actually had an episode about that a few days ago, right? It's good to stand still. It's good to, examine what went wrong, what went right, why it is or isn't a match, etc. We just need, to reflect, to reset, and get some insights. But it's part of the process. A lot of times, people stay in that process. It becomes an excuse. It becomes the default setting. Most people don't just pause. They stand there too long. And she knew that too. And she really appreciated that pushback. And the next day, she felt inspired to call a friend who is a yoga teacher and who already has great connections. And they're going to collab. They're going to create a beautiful event together. She already sent invites out. And within the first hours, she got people to sign up. People expressing like, oh my God, this is amazing. We would love something like this here. And now she's like, oh my God, why did I wait? Because all the connections are already there. It was really time for her to just move and bring it to life. And that's the thing. Nothing changed. What changed was that she moved. We make it so big in our heads. It needs to be perfect. It needs to be strategic. It needs to be big. But we can start with what we have. And we can start with what we love. It doesn't have to be big. And also, it's funny. Because with her movement, she basically goes back to who she always was. Ever since she was a little kid. Spreading joy, dancing. Being, the sunshine. And it's funny how we spend years trying to accomplish things like professionally. And at some point we just realize we want to be free. We want to get paid for being ourselves, to just enjoy life. So stop waiting for clarity and start with what's already here. Move and clarity will meet you there. And if you feel like you're stuck, overthinking, procrastinating, and you need some help, in the description you can find all the ways how you can work with me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I see you in tomorrow's episode.